Abdullah Güler, welcome to Supermarket and Warhol Minutes.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here. Could you please tell us a little bit about your art?
I am Abdullah Güler. I'm from Turkey. I have graduated from plastic arts and painting last year, and I usually work in the concept of relational aesthetic and also installation as
Okay,
well.
so you started as a painter.
Exactly.
And are you from Istanbul?
I'm from Mardin. It's a smaller city located in Turkey.
Yes.
But I live in Istanbul, yes.
So you came to Istanbul to go to art school.
Exactly, that's true.
And what kind of paintings did you do when you entered the art school?
When I was first started to art school, I was usually painting like paysage, I don't know, architectural paintings. It was usually related to my hometown.
Okay, so was it landscapes or was it cityscapes?
Landscapes,
Yes.
yeah, exactly. And landscapes, cityscapes, and then I suddenly stopped to make art, paintings, and I started to make like videos, photographs, and then I started to make some installations as well. It was interesting because in my childhood I was playing with many objects. I was trying to collect them and put them all together in an area, in a special area, and I think it's also coming from my childhood, coming from my inside, you know. I already interested in installation.
So do you think this playfulness which you had as a child is evident when you work with the relational aesthetics?
Obviously, yeah.
So you're finding playmates in the environment around you?
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you have any special professors at the art academy which was inspirational for you?
Actually, I did. I worked with a German artist. I was her assistant for a while, for a really short term, and we worked together in an exhibition for her project.
Yes.
Her name is Kate Wenzel, and she's a professor in Flensburg University.
Oh.
And she's making relational works, like participatory works, and at that time she was working on a project called Future M, and it was an online project, interview based project, and that's why I was so inspired, because it was very interesting. I mean, she was she came from Germany, and she taught to immigrants in Turkey, and I was the translator as an assistant, and I was like, what is going on here? It's not a painting, but it's so emotional, you know, it's so interesting, and I was like, I need to do something like that, relational. And also she was making installation with her phones, and that's why I started to think about installation more. And yes, my first installation came up with this experience.
And what was it, your first installation?
My first installation was it's called The Lullaby of Disappearance, and it was like 22 books, and all books are the same, and I shoved the books in a not in a shelf, but they're all laying out, and they're all with the letter E, because the French writer Georges Perec was the writer of a novel called La Disparition. It means the disappearance.
Yes.
And he didn't use any letter of E.
Yes.
And I decided to make it again. I decided to make this artwork again, but with using only the letter E. And I wrote all the book with the letter E. and I didn't change any the how to say, any comma, any dots, any full stops.
That's an enormous work.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
And yes, it was my first installation. I put all the books together, and it was my diplomat project as well. So I started to the art school with my paintings, but I finished my art school with the first installation.
And what are you showing here at Supermarket this year?
I show a sculpture actually. It's a ceramic work with full of beads, and it's called Necropolis. We have a project with Passage Istanbul. I am their newest and youngest member, and it's an art collective, non-profit and non-commercial. And we came here with a project called Wunderkammer. It's a Cabinet of Curiosity project, but from today, I mean, we decided to make a Cabinet of Curiosity, but in a contemporary way. And we have 9 artists, and we asked them to make an artwork, and we asked them to show their artworks with the inspiration object. And now we show the inspiration objects with the artworks as well. And when the audience came to the booth, they can play the game, and they can find which work is related to which object, and they can match them, and it's quite funny. Yes. But also it's like the Cabinet of Curiosities were the first type of art galleries in art history, as I know, and they collected everything, not only the artworks, but also the unique natural pieces. And in our booth, you can also see not only the artworks, but many natural things as well.
Well, I think there's sometimes magical objects and religious objects.
Exactly.
And really, I mean, it's called the curiosity, right?
Exactly.
So it should lure your interest and make you feel a little bit uneasy at sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's certainly a relational piece you've put together. So
exactly.
Very interesting.
Yes, I mean our collective Passage Istanbul works on this how to say motto, actually, on these like participatory projects and relational aesthetic. We focus on this, so that's why actually I became a member of them, because I started to be interested in these topics.
Yeah,
thank you.
Yes, and do you think many artists in your community is politically motivated?
I think even if they don't, their works easily can read as a political world.
Yes.
Because we live in a very political geography, you know. It's in the Middle East, it's in the Europe, it's in Asia, it's in everywhere, and that's why it's very political. And I think it's okay, you know. I mean, I'm not against of the political works, but also I'm not against of if they don't do political works. Everyone should be free, I think.
Sure, but if you have a stage and if your city is boiling with a political anger, it's difficult not to take a side.
That's so true. I mean, yes, of course. When you are because I'm not sure, but I think André Gide, the French critic, was saying that art is inspiring from the pressure.
Yeah.
And I think it's so true. I mean, even in his time it was true, but today is, I think, more true, you know. Like today is like pressure is going up, and artworks is going more political, and it's not something. I mean, it's so normal, I think.
Do you feel it's dangerous to be a political artist in Istanbul right now?
Well, I mean, in Turkey, being a political artist sometimes can be dangerous, but I think the community of what you criticize doesn't they don't really understand what you are doing. So I mean, if they don't understand, it's okay, because when you don't do something really didactic, like something really clear, it's okay, because you're hiding some things, and I think it's better to hide some things, you know?
Yeah, make it a bit more curious.
Exactly.
Like the cabinet.
Exactly. That's so true. Yes.
Right. And what is your next project?
So my next project will be in Istanbul, with our team actually. As Passage Istanbul, we are going to participate to Borderless. It's an artist book fair.
Right.
And it will be in May. Yes, we will be there.
Okay, great. And what is your book about?
My book will be about. I already done it. I already made it.
Yes.
It's about. It's a story of a community. They usually don't know where they are, and I decided to write this story in a poetic way. Like I used the language like when you read it, you feel like you read a Bible or Quran or something like that. It sounds and it seems like a religious book, but actually it's not. It's so innocent. It's so guilty at the same time, because it makes you suspicious. It's a story, and there are also some paintings of mine from my first years of my career, and it has like two faces. One is in English, one is in Turkish, and I made this book in cyanotype technique. It's a technique that you use the sunlight. It's a print technique.
Yes,
so
I know it.
Thanks to him, printing came out as an art. So yes, it will be there as well in Borderless.
Great. Well, Abdullah, thank you so much for coming to talk with me.
Thank you.
And I'm really happy to have you at supermarkets.
Thank you.